All right, it is now 8:15 and time to bring in Tim Wood, the plan advisor, Medicare, Life, and Safe Money Retirement Made Easy. And another episode of Insurance Ain't Sexy.
It's time now for another episode of Insurance Ain't Sexy.
Ew! That's yucky.
And neither are these guys. Here's Tim, and Carl.
Ew!
Dateline Columbia, University of South Carolina football practice was delayed nearly 2 hours yesterday after a player reported finding an unknown white powdery substance on the practice field. Although no players reported any ill effects from contact with the powder, the Gamecocks' interim head coach immediately suspended practice and called federal investigators to look into the matter. After analysis, FBI forensic experts determined that the suspicious white substance was simply goal line chalk. Practice was resumed when the agents determined that the team was unlikely to encounter the substance again this season.
Yo, Adrian, yo, Paulie, that ain't sexy.
Thanks, Rocky. Yeah, something tells me you're not a very big South Carolina fan there, Tim Wood.
Well, there's history there. I could go into it, but I don't want to. I could go. No, don't get me down that rabbit hole. Yeah, there's history there, and I've got family there, and yeah, there's history. Anyway, you know what you call a South Carolina Gamecock at the national championship game, don't you?
No, what do you call a South Carolina Gamecock at the national championship game?
A spectator.
This has been another exciting episode of Insurance Ain't Sexy.
Ew! That's yucky.
And neither was that. Brought to you by the Plan Advisor. Insurance ain't sexy. So contact the Plan Advisor today and get the best rates and coverage available anywhere. Guaranteed for Medicare, life insurance, and safe money retirement planning. Now that is sexy. The Plan Advisor. Medicare, life, and safe money retirement made easy.
All right, so South Carolina won't see the goal line, you're saying, again this year, but we did see a drop in the dollar, right, Tim?
Yeah, I actually, I know we want to talk about Medicare, but real quick, this is anyone that wants to look it up. It's on Bloomberg and Yahoo Finance this morning. It's probably everywhere. At 4:09 this morning, there was a story posted that basically says the dollar is dropping to multi-year lows against their peers, one by one. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole story, obviously. Anyone can read it. The thing that jumped out at me, other than the fact that, it names all these countries and our dollar is plummeting compared to theirs, it said there's a whole chart in this story that you ought to look at if you've got any money under management anywhere. And it talks about, it basically says asset managers have boosted their short bets on the U.S. dollar to record levels. Now, in layman's terms, what that means is asset managers are the people that have the millions or billions under control, and they're the ones that are, basically betting what's going to happen. Well, I'm looking at this chart, and literally they right now are at the lowest since at least 2011, because this chart goes back to 2011. And right now they are betting basically against the dollar that it will continue to go down more than they have since at least before 2011. So that, to me, is really a concerning statistic, and it's going down rapidly. It was up significantly, and now it's going down rapidly. So anyway, that's something for people to pay attention to. If you've got any money out there in retirement plans or anything, that's something everyone really needs to pay attention to. I really think that there's some things that may happen in the near future, and people really need to be prepared.
Yep, keep an eye on that for sure. Of course, here we are, 4 days away from the deadline for the for Medicare. Is that right?
That's it. Well, it's Monday at midnight. That's the absolute last chance that anyone has to make any changes for this year. We've been talking about it for a couple of months, and if there's anyone out there that has been saying, well, I've still got plenty of time, well, now you don't. And pretty much, myself included, and probably most every other agent, these last few days are just crazy because of all the people that waited. But there is still time. There is still a way that we can do everything. And the cool thing about it, and we've talked about this before, is how we've set it up to where, if there's people out there that are trying not to get out as much, trying to social distance, we got you covered. You can just do a live chat right on our website, not even have to make a phone call. Of course, you can call us, you can email us, you can set an appointment right from the website. And I would say, honestly, Tim and Carl, probably 70%, that's a guess, I haven't done my numbers yet, but probably 70% of all of the Medicare things I've done this annual election period have been virtual, either over the phone or over a video chat. The companies have made it so easy. The signing can be done virtually if you've got email, or we can just do it literally with your voice over the phone. They've made it so easy through this COVID thing. So if there's people out there that don't want to go anywhere, the plan advisor, we're contracted with everyone, so we can do everything virtually. So we can take a look at what you got, look at what all your options are, and if there's a better option, we can just help you get switched over. So January 1st, you get all those new benefits like you've been seeing on the TV and been bombarded with the mail, all that stuff. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, you're talking about the TV ads. I'm telling you, that's here we are in the last few days. You talk about it getting crazy.
Yep.
Seems like it's really been crazy with those ads. And it can be confusing to people, but you say you can make it easy, and, of course, with all the different methods that you can help folks.
It is very confusing, and I swear those TV ads don't help any. I think almost they hurt more than they help. But basically it depends on exactly where we are. There's between 6 and 7 carriers, including Tennessee and Virginia, for Medicare Advantage, and I'm fully certified with all of them. So I'm not coming in trying to just say, okay, you need to be with Company A or Company B. I'm looking at your entire situation, and that's what we can offer, is we can take a look at everything that's available. And if you're already in the best thing, congratulations, you're in the best thing. You're good to go. But if there's something that's better, and, in some cases I'm seeing people's maximum out of pocket for the year actually go down by half. And, with the nationwide networks now, where with these new plans you can go anywhere in the country, you're not limited to just stay in our area or even our state now. If you've got some sort of weird cancer and needed to go to the Cleveland Clinic, well, chances are that clinic is in this company I'm talking about network. Actually, there's more than one. And you'd just be able to go. You wouldn't need any pre-approvals, nothing. You would just go just like you were going to a regular specialist here. So there's that, and then there's just a bunch of different things. The things for veterans, there's all kinds of changes and things that I'm seeing. It's been a very busy annual election period, but it's also been a very weird one, as you can imagine, and very different.
Yeah.
Tim.
Go ahead, Carl.
No, I was just going to say it has been very weird. The whole world has been very weird, no doubt about that. I was just curious, Tim. The time from an individual first contacting you till finally signing the papers, so to speak, how long does that process take?
Well, it can really be very quick. It depends. What I normally do is I schedule, if someone's talking about Medicare, what I call it just in my business is a Medicare checkup. And basically that Medicare checkup is going to take between 15 and 20 minutes, and I'd say 90% of the time we do that on the phone, unless we just happen to be getting together for some other, whatever. Anyway, and what we do is we just look at what you've got now. We put in all of your prescriptions you take, what your pharmacist is. We can look at the doctors. We do everything. We can put all of your information in. And then what we can do from there is essentially look at all of the plans that are available. I've got a program that will look at all of the options, and then we can just have a discussion. If we're doing video chat, I can share the screen so you can see it, or I can email it to you, or I can just explain it to you and make it very simple. Some people just want to say, hey, what's the best plan? And I'll just say, okay, well, for you, best plan is this, and here's why. Okay, let's do it. So then to answer the second part of the question, that part is very quick and easy. It's 15 to 20 minutes. Signing up for something is probably even less than that. They've made it so simple. It literally is just a few questions that I ask, and that's why we've been doing most of this over the phone, especially if someone has email. It's really simple. And even if they don't, just like we're talking right now over the phone, they've made it to where you can actually do voice signatures right over the phone. So we can do everything, the entire process, unless we get talking on some tangent like the South Carolina Gamecocks. We can be done within 30 minutes, done from start to finish, unless there's a bunch of questions or people want to think about it or whatever. And that's I'm totally willing to let them think about it all they want. But, yeah, just keep in mind that we're running out of time, and we can make it real short, simple, quick, easy. And if there's something better, we can get you into it and get it done.
Yeah, the Medicare annual election period coming to a close here, December the 7th, actually December 6th at midnight, as Tim pointed out. And if folks want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do it?
Best way to do it, first is and easiest is just the phone. It's 423-262-7919. That's 423-262-7919. Or if you are online, we have got all kinds of information on the website, which is theplanadvisor.com. And you can actually look at all of your options right there. We've got it set up to where you can click a button and look at all your options. If you don't want us to do it for you, I would suggest you just give us a call, get on the schedule. We'll look at what you've got now, see if there's a better plan. If there is, it's really simple and easy, and your new benefits would start January 1st. We've also got live chat right on the website, so if you just got a quick question, we can answer it. You can set an appointment right from the website. That appointment can be in person, on the phone. We can do video. There's no excuses. Your time is running out. Monday at midnight, this is over, and you are going to be in whatever you are in right now next year. So take a look. Make sure you're in the best thing, because there's some major changes and some things you don't want to miss out on.
All right. Appreciate all the information. Tim Wood, the plan advisor, Medicare, life, and safe money retirement made easy. Insurance ain't sexy, but saving money and getting the best rates available anywhere is. Tim, we appreciate it. Talk to you.